find out today. Hold on, let y'all look outside. None of this book, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. What's going on, player? How you doing, brother? Good evening to you from Vegas. Well, good morning to you from, I forget. They got a good memory. But, it's been a minute, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? I'm not in the book, man, if you haven't caught it yet, man. But, your boy Westside went viral on YouTube. It's just about 4 million views on one of my shorts. Man, I've been good, man. Out the way, working, taking care of myself. But, I'm waiting for some more people to tap in real quick before I, shed this little light. But just in case you didn't know, oh, it is morning for you guys, East Coast time. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, I went viral on YouTube, man. Yeah, I went viral on YouTube. I surely did. Yeah, I took a little small little break. Not too much of a break. Just for the most part, been going through a lot. So I decided to cut down on the live streams a little bit. But as of now, like I'm back for the most part. Just been focusing on what's most important. If you spend a little bit too much time in these YouTube streets, man, you'll be it becomes overwhelming at times. So, I had to take a little break, but come back. I think this is my second live stream, and I did go live a little bit earlier last week, or towards like the middle of last week, or maybe it was a weekend. I'm not sure, but I'm full in effect. But yeah, man, your boy finally went viral. Finally got a viral short on my channel. So with that being said, I don't. I wish I did have a telescope, because looking at the camera, looking at that, man, it looks pretty freaking amazing. Yes, indeed. It looks pretty freaking amazing. I like it though. But I appreciate that, Mr. Block. Anonymous Wolf, it's a short on a series on Hulu. When you get a chance, when you scroll through my shorts, you will catch it. You will see it. It's at like 3.3 million right now, 3.4 or something. It might have jumped up. I haven't went in to check yet. But yeah, man, Vegas nice skies. As y'all can see, nice skies in Vegas. It ain't gonna hold you, man. It's 10:17 out here, and it's still a little bit over 100 degrees outside. That is wild, And my goofy self, I just got out of the shower and I'm sweating a little bit. So, well, not a lot, but sweat on my chest and body more than like my face and everything. Yeah, I heard the dirt bikes. I heard the dirt bikes tonight. How's everybody's summer going, man? I think I look. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, Anonymous. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm over. I know you see the sub count. I'm at like 3.4K. I've gained like 1700 off of just that one short, and it's still rising. I think my total views on YouTube is over 4 million right now. At the time I posted that short, I was at like 800K. So to gain those many views in a matter of just about a week and a half, 2 weeks, man, I can't complain about it. But now it's to the point to where I just have to work on watch time hours and trying to get a lot of time. I also did start a TikTok. So if you guys are on TikTok and y'all want to follow my TikTok, I'm gonna post it right here. I only got like I think 4 videos. It's mostly lowriders for right now. Just trying to catch a vibe on there. So yeah, that's my TikTok right there. So if you want to follow up, and run my post up. I'm trying to get that TikTok up. I should have been started one when I first started my YouTube channel, but I didn't. For the most part. But yeah, on another note, so I've been working my job for almost a year. I'm about to hit my anniversary. Should be the end of this week. I hit my anniversary, so I get my vacation time and my PTO. But they finally called my number to be called in for a random drug test. I appreciate that, Anonymous. And I got to the dispatch window, and I'm just sitting there, and showing my credentials. I got to the point to where she handed my paperwork. She's like, oh, you can't go out right now. You gotta wait for a road supervisor. I'm like, road supervisor? Like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, what I do? Like, I'm a good driver, like turn speeds are good, pickup time is always either within the window 15 minutes or like right at the end time. I drop people off on time, I get them home safely and sound, and I fight through all this traffic. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, bro, like what did I do? So I asked her, I'm like, what happened? She's like, I don't know, like, but you can't be that bad because you want to call to the Simmons yard to go speak to somebody. I'm like, okay, that works. So I sit there, I'm chilling. I posted another TikTok video from my archives in my phone, and the road super comes in, and he was like, yeah, he's like, you Marcus? I'm like, yes. She's like, did she tell you what it's about? I'm like, nah, she didn't tell me nothing. I asked her, but she said to wait till you get here. He's like, oh, you have a random. Well, I got excited. I ain't never been so excited to take a random drug test in my life, right? And this is the first time I ever been randomly drug tested at a job, because most jobs, like, as long as you coming into the job, they pretty much didn't care what you did. Excuse me. So I jumped up. Come on, man, let's go. I'm ready. Man, I got to go to the bathroom anyway, so let's go. So we jumped in. He was looking at me. He was like, "You actually ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I don't do anything to harm my job or to get me fired. So, come on, let's get this out the way so I can get a route." So we get down to the central, and I do the little paperwork, whatever, and I go in to take my little drug test, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Man, you're lucky. Like almost a year, and this is your first drug test out of class." I'm like, "Yep." So he was like, "Yeah, that's crazy because most people, they get drug tests, sometimes 3 times a month." I'm like, "That's crazy." So with that being said, I think, there's a suspicion that something's up. Maybe they went in and they had the fake urine and they, beat the test that time. But with my job at a new company, they have this new, I guess, technology or whatever they got going on with the urine samples where they can test and, see if it's fake urine or not, because they can see it's synthetic, not really, urine out of the human body. But yeah, man, so I was excited for that. I sat down there for like 2 hours, get back to the yard, wait for the dispatcher to get there at about 2 o'clock. Mind you, I started at 12. So I sat down there for about an hour and a half. I slow played it a little bit. And I get back to the yard and, they're like, she's like, they closed the route out. I'm like, "Cool, closing the route out. Y'all can send me home with pay for the day, right?" I was ready to go. And plus I had some other stuff going on, that had my mind boggled a little bit. So I wanted to, check the traps on that. But on that part, like, all is well. So I sat there and, I go get my bus after she said, "Okay, you good? Like, they cleared all your rides. They just got you going to lunch." So I think from the time that I went to lunch at 4 o'clock to 4:30, it was one pickup that I had. And when I looked at that one pickup, I knew that one pickup was only going to be, my last, but they inserted me a pickup. What's going on?
Nothing.
They inserted me a pickup. So, I went to go pick up this young lady, picked her up not far from where I was at, and took her 15 miles.
You got me waiting?
15 miles, and then, don't worry about it, that was the neighbors. But, took her, dropped her off, and then headed back, clear back to typically where I was just at to pick up my next 3 clients and drop them off. So to get there, there's a road supervisor there, of course, clocking people's time, and get there, he's like, "Hey man, what's up?" Like, he was like a cadet. So the cadet was, or a BTW, which like trains the drivers, on the driver's course, on the road, training and all that stuff. So you see me, he's like, "Hey man, what's going on? How you doing, man? I ain't seen you in a while." I'm like, "All is well." I was like, he was like, "Yeah man, so you look a little distraught." I'm like, "I don't like being late." He's like, "They made you late?" I'm like, "Yeah bro, they inserted me and sent me clear across town and expected me to make it back with traffic from, where did I go? North Las Vegas. So like I say, like 15 miles I had to drive, just about, fighting through traffic. There was an accident on the freeway, which I just transferred over, because I got off at the exit, and the exit just transferred over back onto the freeway, so that was cool. So I bypassed that, get to the place, like right, I would say like 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the time, that after the time she had to be picked up. Like, we have a 30-minute window to pick up our clients. So boom, pick her up, get her home, and yeah, I was just telling the road super. I was like, "Bro, like, a lot of these people that be coming up here, man, like I ain't finna say no names or something, but you know, y'all need a road super up here like stationary because a lot of these drivers like be rude and you know, I understand it's hot, you know, it's irritable, but you know, we're here to provide a service as far as being professional, being courteous, being polite, you know, to the workers that are taking care of these people that we're taking home, whether if it's dialysis, whether if it's from their personal residence, whether if it's from assisted living program and opportunity village and things of that nature. But yeah, you know, he was like, I was like, man, I think that'd be a good deal because that will get people on a straight and narrow on how to deal with these clients. And I wouldn't say it's more so of the veteran drivers, right? It's more so of the new drivers that come in that feel that they can just, you know, get through, you know, with being rude and thinking it's okay, you know, but my job has a zero tolerance for, you know, being rude and all of that stuff to our clients. You know, so for the most part, man, I'm just, you know, trying to put my best foot forward. But like I say, man, TikTok is going up low key. I think I'm at just about 400 likes. Total views is, I would say, just about 3,000 on the 4 videos that I have on there. So, you know, it's doing pretty good, you know, for me just starting it Sunday, I think I made it, or Saturday, I made my TikTok. It was probably before then. No, it was before then. I just didn't make no posts, you know, and then I started posting. Because I had to get through, you know, the beginning stages of trying to figure out what it was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, if y'all get a chance, man, and y'all see the poll, man, and you know, it's Westside Blue _702, man. Follow my TikTok up, man. Share it with your friends, your loved ones. You know, let's try to run this thing good. You know, and like I say, man, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. You know, I got work again tomorrow afternoon. I really just got home from work about an hour ago. So you know, I just came to show face. Wait, hold on, I ain't to show face, right? I just came to show face and, you know, politic with people real quick. You know, to see what was going on. Yeah, that's about it. That is about it. Melanated Queen, I appreciate that. Anonymous, you know, for the most part, mom's been good. You know, her kidneys, the last time that she went to the doctor stated that I guess her levels in her kidneys was a little bit high, I guess, which I feel that pretty, you know, it isn't good, you know, for the sake of that matter. But other than that, man, like she's doing pretty good, you know. She's strong, you know. My mom's a fighter, you know. She's a real trooper, so she's gonna pull through, you know. But the thing that sucks, and I don't like thinking about it, is she said that she doesn't want to do dialysis. You know, she don't want to deal with that. You know, her hands are getting weak. Like she can't open jars, bottles of water, and things like that. Giovanni, what's going on, man? Welcome back, man. Yeah, man, I missed y'all too, man, for real, man. I ain't seen my people in a minute, man. I missed y'all too. You know, and with that being said, I do all I can for my mom, right? Yeah, it is. Dialysis is rough on the body. Dialysis will happen week. You know, I be seeing these clients when I pick them up from dialysis, they be tired. They've been asked her about it, and she was like, "No, she don't want to do it." I appreciate that, Melanie Queen. I appreciate that. You know, but if it comes down to it, Melanie Queen, man, if you haven't already, you know, your boy Westside has started a TikTok, so trying to get my TikTok going. You know, if y'all seen that, I
Told her she'd be right back here for your fucking food. I could have been gone.
All right, we back. We back.
I done missed this shit now.
Yeah, we back. We back. We back. I appreciate that. Yeah, follow and share that thing up. You know, we got to get that game. We got to get that thing going up real quick.
You know the code?
Nope.
He's gonna close that. What's he say?
Oh.
What's he say?
Said that she missed it or some shit.
Yeah, man.
The game is fucking crazy.
Like, you
Hold on, please.
I'm scared of going. I'm like nasty.
No, yeah.
How he's peeing and shit.
Have you watched Love Island? The new season? Have you watched any of the seasons?
No. I'm trying to watch, what's that? What's that show? What's that?
Pirates.
No, the other
That
one.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, Silence is about,
I'm watching You right now. Have you watched You?
I heard about it, but
You've never fucking watched You? Not one season?
no. No.
What the fuck?
No.
I'm watching the new season right now, but it be taking me a minute because I haven't watched that. Is that Netflix? I have not watched that. Actually.
It was that one, what's the other one? Somebody said, Gina and,
Oh!
this one?
Yeah, dude, my coworker was just fucking telling me about that.
Everybody said that one.
She was just telling me about that, literally, but I haven't watched that one. I'm not really like a show person.
I always fall asleep on shows.
Bro,
I don't
like,
keep up with it.
you need to fucking watch Love Island. I like reality shows. You like reality? Dude, watch fucking Love Island. Or Love is Blind. It's cool. Like,
I think that's when they wear like the mask and stuff.
no, they don't wear a mask, but they're like, they can't see each other. They're talking and they can't see each other, and then they decide they want to get married, and then that's once the group proposes, then they see each other, And then that's when they go on like this whole getaway and shit, and they start getting to know each other, and then they decide if they actually want to get married.
What's the one where they wear the costume? It's just like that, but they wear thank you.
You know,
That's it. Oh shit.
They have a glitter one. What happened to the glitter one? We didn't get it.
no. That's when you grab.
Oh no, that's crazy. At where? I didn't feel it because when I was in grammar school, well, they have one there, but it's
Oh shit. You finna get in it? What did you want it for? Huh? You said you do?
I don't.
So you're not finna get on the floaty?
When I get drinking it.
Huh?
When I get drinking it.
Yo ass. We back. We back full in effect. Drop in signal. I'm back now. We back by the house. Shit. The shit just came back up. Just came back up. Now we back. Full in effect. We back. What's up with the people though, man? What's up with the people? Night skies. You seen that too? He caught that. I had to. She couldn't blow it up by herself. So, you know, I guess call to the rescue, I guess. Yeah, it's just a little night swim. I would be out there, but I'm cool on that right now. Yeah, I'm cool on that, buddy. Nah, not in Vegas. You know, it's pool party city around this joint. Horizon Fitness, what's going on? Oh yeah, by the way, just so y'all know, my mods, I'm going to have to demod you for the simple fact of that mods watching my live stream, watch time hours don't count. So Anonymous, Rising Phoenix, and Melanated Queen, if you guys are still here, I will have to demote you guys for now until so the watch time hours for you guys being on my live stream counts. So let's start with and Rising Phoenix. Oh, and also Melanated. You know, that way, you know, when you guys, you know, are watching the live stream, you know, your time being here counts. You know, it counts. You know, that's my goal now. You gotta get these watch time hours up. Whether if I hit 10 mil on the shorts or, you know, 4K But I think it's easier live streaming though. I just have to be more consistent and do it a lot more often than what I'm used to. You know, so I'm gonna try to do a live stream every morning. You know, when I get up for at least an hour or so. You know, and then from there, it'll be more consistent. You know, because having 3.4K, right? But you know, a lot of the 3.4K may not know. I would say probably like 5 to 10% of that 3.5K knows and are actively, you know, got post notifications on about, seeing my live streams when they come up. You know, I think everybody else that comes in, they're typically just random. You know, which I don't mind the randoms. The randoms are cool. You know, you get some good vibes, some good positive people that do come and see your live streams, and then you also get to troll. So, you know, it all helps me, you know, one way or the other. But yeah, it's like a little bit over 100 outside right now. But yeah, officially viral. Officially over 3,000 subs. I would have never thought I would have been that far right, but it happened. You know, off of one post, and I'm grateful for that. You know, so now it's just to get this TikTok running up. You know, I'm gonna try not to follow so many people on my TikTok. I want my following to outweigh my following. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to follow a lot of people. Now, if I like absolutely like know that person, then yeah, I'll support their TikTok and I'll follow them. But like as far as everybody else, I don't think I'm gonna follow everybody that follows me. You know? Really? It's not true? I appreciate that, Rising Phoenix. Yeah, go run it up when you get a chance, and you know, share the TikTok. You know, let your friends and family members and you know, let all the people know that Westside is officially on TikTok now. You know, I did, and my link. I was now able to post my YouTube link on there. So I think when I was doing it at first, when I first set it up, I didn't read the terms and conditions on TikTok. Well, I didn't click the link and scroll through it. So after this last time, when I looked at it, I was like, man, there's got to be a way. So what I did was that I just clicked it, scrolled all the way through to the end, and then boom, you know, and the link was there. So hopefully I get a lot of people from my TikTok that goes and checks out my my YouTube as well and subscribe from there. Oh, and another thing, man, I met a famous YouTuber. I didn't get no content, which that would have been dope to get an interview with him. I didn't get an interview, but I'm gonna set an interview up with him. You know what I'm saying? To put him on my channel. But they call themselves he calls himself Mr. Las Vegas. So I was out. When was this? Saturday night, Friday night. Friday night, I was out, and we were just out hanging out. You know. Yeah, I'm up on the sub count 3.4K, I believe. But so I pulled up to a store and I'm just sitting in my car waiting on my people to get back in. And I'm sitting there and I'm chilling. I look and I seen his tattoos and all that stuff. I'm like, yo. And he looked. I'm like, bro. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I knew your face. He's like, bro. He's like, man, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I shook his hand, gave him a little bro hug. I was like, man, how you doing, man? I was like, man, I follow your Instagram and your YouTube, man, and I like what you and your wife got going on, man. Y'all, they're really funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get an interview with him. I'm gonna set up something because he gave me his personal phone number. So I'm going to text him one of these days and just ask him, oh, hey man, can I get like a little short, little, 2-minute video, 3-minute video? I'll tag you in it, and all that stuff so I can post it on my channel. But a Las Vegas local. He was at a pool party, like across the street from where the 7-Eleven was, where everybody was at, and then the pool party got shut down, because it was too much going on. There was too many people, capacity. It was like the whole Vegas was there, at a private residence. But Caesar? Is that how you say your name? What's going on? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. If you guys are just tapping in, man, I only got 3 viewers, right? The viewers are going up and down, man. But if you guys come in, man, please double tap the screen and like the live. But yeah, just having that little brief conversation with Mr. Las Vegas, man, famous YouTuber, TikToker, and all that, man. And that was a blessing in disguise, just to see him. It was a blessing in disguise, and I feel that is gonna broaden my horizon. Maybe I can get in a couple videos with him and his wife and do a couple skits with him and things of that nature to gain me, I guess, more, not popularity, but subscribers, and get my YouTube channel out there a lot more versus me just like doing it on my own is cool, right? But for the most part, I would like to I would like to have that realm of like knowing somebody that's in my eyes is a celebrity. So I'm looking forward to that. I may text him sometime like this weekend or whatever, and like to set something up. Like, hey man, like what you got going on, man? Like, I just love to like ride and vibe with you, man, and just chill with you for the night. You know what I'm saying? Get some good content, live stream a little bit, show your face on my live stream, probably do a couple videos, catch your, get a couple shorts, whatever, and, post it to my channel and tag me. So I'm excited for that. I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited. I gotta get to his channel, but I am gonna shoot him a text, and I'm gonna get with him and just hit him up and just be the cool person that I am, and just be like, bro, like just like I said, like I would love to like just come and just be a part of your world for a couple hours, hang out with you, chill with you. I don't drink or smoke, but just to vibe out and just be a part of the skit or something. And then you can put me on it and they be like, who is this random black guy in your skits? Westside Blue, who is this? And have them come and check out my channel and just get my name out there a little more. And that's what it's about, man. Shaking the hand, meeting a friend. He's not actively watching. He didn't sub to my channel, but I will get with him, and we can, go back and forth on like getting each other's information. I just got his number, so me having his number is enough. I can hit him up and be like, hey, look, bro, like I would love to, have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you, just come in as a host. Whether if you just want to be there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and we just sit there and just politic. You know what I'm saying? And just, just share ideas and, things to help me, because he already got it. He already got it. He was jeweled out, and, driving a nice Benz, and, nice Versace little get down, slides and all that stuff. Versace from head to toe, But real humble dude, very humble dude, very respectable, and he wasn't one of those ones where like you would like meet some, like you'll see somebody famous and like you like, you know, hey man, like, you know, you'll flag them down or whatever, and they'll be all like, oh no man, like, you know, I got this going on, man, I gotta go. And I actually say, I'm like, hey man, like, you know, it was great meeting you, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Like, hey man, I'm chilling. You know, like I'm here for the people. But a lot of people do recognize him, you know, so with a lot of people recognizing, that means he has a real big following. So I like that, you know. But about that, I don't know. I'm excited for it though. I'm still excited for it. You know, he went to some type of, I guess, YouTube party or something that they had going on. A lot of famous TikTokers there and YouTubers. Everybody had their cameras out, their tripods, things of that nature. And, you know, they were just doing what they were doing. You know, so he did that. You know, he met a lot of other people. There's another famous YouTuber, Instagram, TikToker, all that stuff. If you guys ever seen him, he's like, you know, he's a Hispanic guy. He has tattoos. He plays like he's a tweaker in his skits, and he always riding around on the Heelys. If you guys know what the Heelys are, he rides around on the Heelys with the lights on and all that stuff. If you guys caught him, they just linked up. And I was like, hey, are you guys going to do like any collab videos and things of that nature? And, you know, he's up for it. You know, they're working on something, or in the works of getting ready to do something. So I'm excited to see that, and, you know, just to see, you know, what comes from that. You know. But for the most part, man, you know, shit, I think I'll be here for just about an hour. You know, get this live stream out the way. You know, do a little live stream for about an hour. Nah, I'll give y'all about 45 minutes. Yeah, I'll give y'all 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut it off because it's a little warm outside. So anything else that y'all want to know? Oh, Rise of Fitness, if you're still here, man, I just had my first random drug test today at the job. I was excited for it, you know. Only because I know I don't smoke weed, right? So I was excited to go in and, you know, just be like, look, man, go ahead, man, get this about me, man, so I can go ahead and get back to work. But I had a real chill day, you know. Got into work at about 11:20. You know, sat there waited for the roll suit to show up. Took me to Concentra. You know, did what I needed to do with that. Boom. And then after that, I was just chilling until like 2:30. Then chilled for some more. Went to lunch right before 4 o'clock, and had one ride at 5:30. Dropped that person off. Then grabbed the next people, and, you know, got them out the way. And then that was that. And I was in the house. I was to the crib, you know. I was to the crib. Yeah, sorry, I had a thought that popped in my head. I was thinking about something. But yeah, always, like I say, it's always salute to the Gangland Mafia. And I appreciate everybody that pulled up. I appreciate everybody that followed my TikTok. You know, I appreciate that. It's really appreciated. Like I say, man, y'all go running up for your boy. If you're just now catching this on the replay and you guys have reached almost 45-minute mark, my TikTok is Westside Blue, all one word. Blue is spelled BLEU _ 702. So it's Westside BLEU _ 702. Man, y'all go run that thing up for me. I just started my TikTok just about. I've been on TikTok for just a little under a week now. But run it up for your boy, man. Like I say, man, it's your boy Westside, man. As y'all know me, man. Salute to the Gangway Mafia. Salute to all my new supporters. Salute to 3.3 something mil. Total views is over 4 mil. Salute to everybody that's newly subscribed to my channel. I'm over 3.4K, you know, and just, you know, I just want to keep running it up. Man, I swear, man, I can't wait for the day I hit 10K. You know, once I hit 10K, I know I'm doing a little bit of something. But yeah, man, blessings to you all, man, as always, man. Stay positive, stay motivated, and most of all, love yours. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Westside. I'll catch y'all on the next one.